Lonzo Ball broke the UCLA Bruins record for most assists in a season, won numerous awards, and became one of the most talked about prospects in the 2017 NBA draft.
The Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball from UCLA.
Before he got just as much attention for his loudmouth father as he did for his skills on the basketball court.
The greatest of all time, Michael Jordan, and you running your mouth talking about you gonna beat him one-on-one. Why would you say something so blasphemous?
In my heyday,
blasphemous.
he would need help.
Really?
Before publishing an open letter to his father telling him he doesn't need to keep that big mouth shut. Although with those teeth, he might want to consider.
Lonzo telling his father, ignore the haters, I love you.
Before the Ball family would create the Big Baller brand and market a signature line of Lonzo Ball shoes for the absurd price of $500 a pair.
This shoe was made independently by my family brand. Creating this shoe was a lot of fun, especially being able to add my own creative input throughout the process.
Before Lonzo found himself on the receiving end of smack talk from another loudmouth dad, the father of De'Aaron Fox, who said of Zoe, "My son already ate his ass up twice." Ew, that's gross. Lonzo Ball grew up in the LA area, trained from birth to become an NBA star by his over-the-top father, Lavar Ball. He was just 2 years old when he started playing with him and his two brothers, coached by his dad and pitted against older boys. While Lonzo's dad has single-handedly turned the lead up to the 2017 NBA draft into a reality show, not that I'm complaining, but there's much more to Zoe than his father's smack talk. He's a strong team player, generous with the ball, and will likely make a fine addition to the NBA, no matter which team selects him.
I am concerned about Lonzo, but it has nothing to do with Lavar. Nothing at all. The concern I have about Lonzo is you're not hearing rave reviews out of the Lakers based on his workouts.
What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Lonzo Ball prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now I gotta give a big shout out to SeatGeek because they sponsored this video, and in the past I've covered plenty of NBA players on this channel. And of course, we've also covered Zoe's dad, Lavar. It's a good video. Be sure to check that out and let me know who you want me to document next in the comments down below.
Born and raised here my whole life. Never moved. Both parents always around. It's home.
Lonzo Ball was born on October 27, 1997 in Anaheim, California, the eldest of three boys born to Tina and Lavar Ball. Both of Lonzo's parents are former basketball players themselves, which according to his father was no accident.
I'm the one who made Lonzo. You know why? Because I picked a beautiful wife to make him. Had it all planned out from day one.
Well, I can't argue
You
that.
can't argue.
Yeah, that Lavar Ball, he is quite the character. I talked about him in his Before They're Famous video a few weeks back. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game, except for Lavar Ball, according to Lavar Ball. He did get signed to the NFL, but never played an actual game. He did play basketball, but the supporting video evidence of him playing a pickup game back in 2002 shows that he certainly ain't like Mike.
Can't keep my dick in my pants.
Lavar decided early on that he was going to raise a team of super-powered basketball monsters, not unlike the aliens from Space Jam. So Lavar had Lonzo and his brothers, LiAngelo and LaMelo, get to work training to be NBA stars from a very young age. Lonzo started playing basketball when he was just 2 years young.
Two-hand cock behind the head. Yes, hard. There you go.
His youngest brother LaMelo was even forced to start his first grade a year early so all three of the boys could one day be able to play on the same high school team. As kids, all three boys played on teams coached by their father, and Lonzo and his brothers trained by playing against much older boys. The boys also weren't allowed to collect trophies, as Lavar wanted winning to be its own reward. Growing up, basketball seemed to be everything for Lonzo and his brothers. When he wasn't playing the game, he was collecting cards or watching games. Some of his favorite players were LeBron, Kobe, T-Mac, and Iverson. For high school, Lonzo attended Chino Hills High in Chino Hills, California, and in school he was a strong student, boasting a perfect 4.0 GPA. And of course, he was a strong member of the basketball team. Naturally. He was a four-year varsity player under coach Steve Bake, but you gotta imagine Dad was still coaching him at home. Throughout his high school career, Lonzo received a number of awards, including Max Preps Freshman All-American Honorable Mention, Cal High Sports Freshman All-State Team, and All-Sierra League First Team honors. He was also named to the 2013-2014 USA Basketball Men's Developmental National Team, and he was named the Naismith Prep Player of the Year, the Morgan Wooden National Player of the Year, Mr. Basketball USA, and USA Today Basketball Player of the Year. And still didn't get one trophy. As a junior, he averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9.1 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals per game. In his senior year, his father's master plan finally came into fruition, and Lonzo was joined by both brothers on the high school team. That year, Lonzo and his brothers led the school to a 35-0 record and a state title, with the Huskies ranked the consensus #1 team in the nation. That year, he averaged 23.9 points, 11.3 rebounds, and 11.7 assists per game. Coming out of high school, Lonzo was rated a consensus 5-star recruit and opted to attend UCLA to play for the Bruins. Plus, he can't move too far away from LA because Dad likes to keep his boys close and go to all the games and practices. You know.
I'm chasing money, he chasing bitches. Had to hustle to get it out the trenches.
In interviews, Lonzo has talked about how he values being a good passer over being a high scorer. Sure enough, during his year with the Bruins, he led the nation in assists, helping to make his team the top scoring offense in the country. That year, he averaged 14.6 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 7.6 assists per game. Zoe was named the MVP of the Wooden Legacy Tournament after his win against Texas A&M in the championship game. While UCLA was seeded #3 in the NCAA tournament, they ended up coming up short against Kentucky, losing 86-75. While Ball had 10 points and 8 assists that game, Wildcats point guard DeAron Fox scored an NCAA tournament freshman record of 39 points. This, together with a previous win, inspired DeAron's dad to channel his inner Lavar Ball after DeAron was projected to be taken a few spots behind Lonzo in the NBA draft. He stated, "My son ate his ass up twice. Lavar can say what he wants to say, I just tell him to go back and watch the film. That's it. All that yapping. I don't even go to respond to that. We played them twice his son got outplayed. I always tell DeAron, let your game speak for it. You ain't got to talk, you ain't got to fuss." Anyway, in Zoe's defense, he actually strained his hamstring during that game and was limping during the second half. Regardless, after the game, he announced his intention to declare for the 2017 NBA draft. In the lead up to the draft, Lonzo's dad became famous for his smack talk and over-the-top praise for his son, who he said he believes is better than Stephen Curry. Lavar wants his son to go to the Lakers, but leading up to the draft, there's been a lot of speculation that they would pass on him. Not because of his obnoxious father, but because he was underperforming during pre-draft workouts with the team. Yikes.
The concern I have about Lonzo is you're not hearing rave reviews out of the Lakers based on his workouts.
But while Lavar has been adamant about the Lakers, he likes to keep his boys close to home. Lonzo said he'd be happy no matter where he plays.
Whatever happens, you know. If that's what God has in store for me, that's what he has in store for me, but whoever I go to, I'm gonna be happy.
Now, the time of this recording, the draft hasn't happened yet, but by the time you're watching this video, he will almost certainly have been drafted. And I'm gonna go with a guess to say that he was in fact selected 2nd overall by the LA Lakers. So if that's the case, congrats Lavar, I mean Lonzo.
With the 2nd pick in the 2017 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Lonzo Ball from UCLA.
Anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing him play in the NBA, and if you guys are thinking catching one of his games, let me tell you about the best way to nab some tickets. It's called SeatGeek. Boom! This is the world's largest event ticket search engine. What they do is search all the ticket prices available on the web to find you the absolute best seat at the best price. SeatGeek puts out a 1 to 100 score to let you know if you're getting a good deal or a bad one. Green means good, red means bad. Now, because you guys have all been amazing subscribers, truthfully, I got you $20 back when you use the promo code FAMOUS. So go ahead and use it now. As for the rest of the story, well, we'll have to wait and see because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCrudden, and thanks for checking out this video. We've also done one on Lavar Ball. You might want to check that out. Also, check out our playlist on athletes because we've done like 200 of them. And let us know who's next in the comments down below. Alright, see you guys in another video.
Welcome. TMZ reported yesterday that you're shopping out around a reality show about your family. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. You know, with all this going on, you got to make something about it.